Good morning. It's Tuesday here in Cypress, Texas. I read chapter 8 of Matthew this morning, and this is the well, there's a couple things that happen in Matthew 8. One of the things that stands out is this is where he, at the end of the chapter, he causes the two demon-possessed man cast the demons out of him. The demons ask him to, cast them into the swine, and he does. And they run through the town and off the cliff into the ocean and drowned. And then the people of the town asked Jesus to leave, their area. Okay, so the beginning of the chapter is where the centurion, the Roman soldier, asked him to heal his servant. And he said, "You want me to go?" And he said, "Oh no, you just say the word and it'll be done." Okay, so there's that part of Catholic Mass where they say that, just say the word and I should be healed. That comes from that. Okay, there's a lot of people believe that story and about Cornelius in Acts was written in to make the Romans look good when they compiled the Bible back in the 3rd century. The Cornelius, well, the centurion who asked Christ to heal his servant was actually Cornelius. Okay, you don't hear his name until, but that's who it was. And then the swine represent things that people were doing for their business. I mean, it was their economy. They raised hogs. I grew up raising hogs, right? And because of what Christ did, kind of put a dent in their economy, and that's kind of a metaphor, because that can happen in people's lives, right? They all of a sudden they own a bar. And and then they come to faith, and they're like, can't do that no more. Or it becomes a, real tough fork in the road for them. The sea represents humanity. So the demons being cast out of those two people into the swine, okay, into their business, and that's interesting. And then into humanity, into the sea, right? They actually got to spread around, got spread around. They were legion. Legion was a bunch of demons, and now they got a bigger playground than they had before. And this is all just, the metaphors and everything. But just that part that I've read the Bible a few times, probably 6 times before, I put 2 and 2 together, and that Cornelius was that Roman in Matthew, and Christ, saves servant. And if you haven't read the Bible enough to put those two together, you probably should dig into it a little more.